Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today is night 3 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's get this game started. Let's get it started and let's get it started and Okay, that's enough singing. That's enough poor singing anyways. Let's see. Capture. Doki Doki! Okay. Let's do this! Ouch. I went to the gym today. Muscles are sore. My first time lifting weights in a long time. I've been going to the gym and running for my heart health, but I haven't been lifting any weights. So now I'm all like, ugh, ugh. And every time I gotta click the enter button, I'm like, ugh, ugh. One more rep. So that's how it's gonna be tonight. By the way, I can't see the comments just yet if anyone's commenting. I'm pulling it up right now. Right over here, actually. Over here. Oh, this music, it's too good. Ooh. Sorry if it's doing that double play thing. I'm actually listening to the music. I'm going to turn it off in a minute. Just 1 second. Back. I'm back, ladies and gent. Teal men. Let's see. Dab. Oh, looks like someone else has joined in. Welcome to the show. Just getting things set up here, and we're gonna roll very soon. We're gonna be rolling down the hill. Ooh, now I can hear the music too, and it won't double play over the audio. Oh, it's so good. Hey, Craig has joined. Welcome, Craig. You're joining in at the perfect time. We're just about to get rolling. I'm talking about roll down the hill. Okay. Put this over here, just for starters. Ooh. Okay. Let's load the game. Bam! Back into day 4-ish or 3. That's right. So, for those of you who don't remember, or just to recap the plot, there is 4 girls. Right here we've got Monica in front of us. She's kind of the popular girl, leader of the literature club. Then there's 3 others. Sayori, my old friend that I grew up with, Natsuki, kind of the rude one. Don't like her at all. And then Yuri, she's the introspective, thoughtful one, the one I'm trying to romance. Now, as I've joined this literature club, I'm tearing these girls apart because they're kind of fighting over me. And you know how girls can be. That's how things have gone so far. So we're going to continue on. If Daniel does indeed join into the stream, we will recap again for Daniel because I don't think he's been here for most of it. But let us continue with the Doki Doki process. Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. All right, takes a minute to get back into this. I've really been enjoying this game so far, and I'm super excited to get back into it. I don't know what it is. I'm just having a ton of fun with this game. It's really fun. Really fun. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I do wonder. Who should I show my poem to first? All right. Let's go Sayori first. Now, if you don't remember, I'm doing an Irish accent for Sayori. I'll give it my best, but it's sounding a bit more Scottish. ... It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Ooh, Sayori can tell. Sayori gets it. She knows what's going on here. She knows that... Alright. Probably Yuri. Yep, it was for Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. So I think we've recently learned that Sayori actually is dealing with some depression. When she's around me, she's always happy, and so I've never realized it, but when she's not around me, she's not doing so great. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, yes, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, CJ. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hee 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 hee. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. Play? You insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I didn't even get to read her poem. Alright, I honestly, if I have the choice, I'm gonna go to Sayori. Like, I know I'm trying to romance Yuri here, but I'm worried about Sayori. Something's wrong. And she's my old friend. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Natsuki. ... I don't think the order particularly matters. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. Well, of course it's not your style, it's my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Because she's got feelings for you, CJ. I get it, why can't I get it? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No! Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, Craig says, I'm in the library reading, but I'm laughing because your Scottish accent is on point. Dang it, Craig! It's supposed to be Irish! I know it sounds Scottish. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do Irish for Sayori. It's hard to tell the difference, and it's even harder to do the difference. Some people can really differentiate, but honestly, if you were to do an Irish accent for me, I would have trouble telling if it was Irish or Scottish, but I know at least that I'm doing Scottish, so thank you anyways, Craig. Sorry for ruining the other people's library experience. After all, this is a literature game club, so it should be library friendly. It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah! Wait, gah, that's me. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Violence. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ha 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 ha. Dot dot dot. How the hell do you call that a joke? These are my inner thoughts. That's serious. That really hurt. Charlie bit me. And that really hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. No, let it go. Let it all out, CJ. Don't hold back anymore. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I want to read Sayori's poem. I think that will be the most telling of all. I'll be your beach. Okay, I love the title of Natsuki's poem. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. Wow. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Getting hot in here. I'll be that beach that washes your worries away. I'll be that beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be that beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Nice poem, Natsuki. She may be not very nice, but she knows how to write some good poetry. I'll say, if I've said it once, I'll say it again. Reading the poems is honestly my favorite part of the game so far. Also, whenever it gets real dramatic, that's fun too. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later? Subconscious, don't you get it, CJ? She subconsciously was writing that message. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. Whoa, what happened yesterday? I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. Oh. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. Oh, so this was Yuri's idea. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. I don't know what you're talking about, Suki. Making us write about a simple topic. Then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, let's go Monica. We'll save Yuri for last. Hi CJ. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ha ha ha! Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Dot dot dot. Your style's gotten so refined, CJ. Wow, this is my third poem, I think, and my style's already gotten refined. I I'm growing. I'm growing. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. She sees right through me. Eh? That's, It's really awfully suspicious, you know. Ow, hurt my arm. I don't know if you guys were here for earlier, but I went to the gym today and was lifting weights. I've been running at the gym for a few months now. I started lifting weights today and now I'm all sore. Not even the morning after yet. Spending time with her in this club every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Yeah, and feeding her chocolate to the mouth. Well, I just feel bad that she had a hard time socializing. Gee, stop pitying her, CJ. Just be honest. Makes me want to make sure that she doesn't spend all her time alone. Just be honest with these people before these words get back to her, CJ. Yuri's gonna hear you're like, oh, I'm just pitying her. Then she's gonna be all heartbroken. Trust me, I've been there. I know this game. I've lived it, CJ. So if I would just listen to me. Yeah, okay. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. All right. Monica sees right through you. No point in lying. I get you. All these girls see right through you, even Natsuki. Just be careful, all right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could really be hard for her. Talking about the letter 4 shadow. I wonder how that shadow works. Her books aren't a total escape from reality, but just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Monica's poems are always so... Actually tries too hard. Alright. Oh, okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift to the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glittering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow. That's probably the darkest poem yet. Heavy stuff these girls are writing. I really can't keep up. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. That's exactly what I was just thinking! Man, I can't tell you how often me and CJ think the same thoughts. It's almost like he's me. Are you surprised? Yep. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. It's a good tip. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Well, that's what we're doing every day, Monica, so... The advice is moot. Thanks for listening. All right, finally we get to Yuri. ... CJ, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. CJ, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. Hey, I said yesterday's episode I used to read by during lunch on the floor. In fact, I always have some books with me. Me too. You could say I really enjoy reading. That's one way to put it anyway. But amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? Laugh at me. They don't tease me for They don't make fun of my body type. Who's making fun of your body type, Yuri? Well, I guess Natsuki did just the other day. Craig Allen coming in with wants the D. Yes, she does want a discount. I can confirm that because she loves reading and I also love reading. I would like the discount too. Craig, do you remember that one girl were you there when that cashier was giving us those? She was like, lean over the counter, guys. Let me give you these major 10% and 20% discounts. Do you have the card? And we're like, no. And she's like, you're going to get him anyway. And you're going to get my employee discount. Anyways. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. I don't think she acts like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I wasn't laughing at that. Craig's comment. It's sad. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. Craig says, oh yeah. Thanks, Craig. No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, CJ. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. Every time, you've always treated me just like you. Craig's coming in with I forgot about. Well, now you'll remember. Right? You've always treated me just like anyone else. I don't think I'm treating you like everyone else. I think I'm treating everyone else at this point. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. You're how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Ooh, good line, man. Nice line. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Her head in her hands. Alright, I think it's time we take this a step further. I mean, this whole friendship talk, it's been going on for a couple days now, and I think we're past that. In real life, I would never want to move that fast in 3 days. I mean, this is high school we're talking about. Things move a lot quicker. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. So like what, like this? Like, I don't know what that... You want me to show me your poem? Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Let me get it for you? Where was it? I think I know. Know what I'm saying? Alright. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. Oh, I hope I'm not being compared to a raccoon again. Let's see. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, the blue light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the airy glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart. Doki, 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 Doki. Teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. Flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Very nice imagery. Very nice imagery, Yuri. Very good. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. I don't just hand it back to Yuri, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. She wants me to keep it, I know. ... Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one's about. Ooh! CJ's finally catching on. Also, this clearly isn't the poem that Natsuki said she wrote about. Meaning, I'm probably the only one she's showing this to. I'm getting my own private poem today. Oh, this is a big development. Alright, CJ, you gotta tell her what you feel. You gotta tell her how you feel. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. ... Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I knew it! I get to keep the poem. Called it. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. Let me guess, I finish it for her. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. I feel like I can see 5 seconds into the future sometimes. I can't see much further than that though, because this story has surprised me a few times. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. I feel like I put all the voice acting into the girls, and whenever it comes to CJ's lines, I'm just like monotone. Apologize for that, but you know, I'm acting as though CJ is me, and so I'm just saying the lines because it is me saying them, so it doesn't matter how I say them. Me saying them is me saying them, so you know, in a way, it's the best voice acting of all. But I will try harder because sometimes I'm a little annoyed with my lackluster speaking. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. Good thinking, Yuri. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Now we're talking! We're cooking now. Okay, we have moved on. Subtextually. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Sorry. Okay, you three! We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. Are they looking at me? Looks like all of their eyes are looking at me. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Yeah, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Kinda like Robin Williams. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Yeah, Natsuki. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well, went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? Natsuki, you always make me feel so bad. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Natsuki! Grr! I wish you had gone home. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. That's right, CJ. Stand up for yourself. You gotta stand up. Stand tall, like the Childish Gambino song. Which, Craig, have you heard the Childish Gambino song, Stand Tall? Because if you haven't, that's probably my absolute favorite from his album, Awaken My Love. It's in the top 3 at least. It's really good. I mean, Redbone's the best, but like, Stand Tall is very good. And secondly, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Is this, okay, so it's got quotes, but it's italicized, so I think it's a thought. I think it's my thoughts. However, usually it just has it in regular text without quotes whenever I have thoughts. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Patronizing. Challenge accepted. Okay, well, she can pick up on it. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you can... Guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Craig says, yes, Stand Tall is good, but Redbone is amazing. Okay, you're right. Redbone is amazing. Redbone is probably the only song from the whole album that's like solidified, like a finished song. All the other songs are great and they're a lot of fun, but a lot of them don't feel like finished songs. You know, even the I don't know. I've got something to do here. Dot dot dot. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. Tell what? I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't also be a leader on my own. Then I won't grow as a person. Also be a leader on my own. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, CJ. The one who is truly useless. Ha ha ha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Do I get to choose who I get to help? Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. I see. Alright, now they're all like, you can help me. Even Natsuki's in on it. She's like, well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Yeah, really, really appealing, Natsuki. I think I've said this before, but I really wonder what kind of person goes through this game romancing Natsuki. I also wonder how the story changes. I have watched someone else do a little bit of a playthrough. I haven't watched ahead of where I've played, only up until the points I've played, and they have been a little bit different based on how they've written their poems. So I do wonder how the game changes. That might be something to explore once I've finished. However, I don't think anybody would choose Natsuki on their first try unless they're just a total nihilist. It's not like Monika's gonna give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. Girls, don't fight. Don't fight. Just let me make my decision before you tear yourself to pieces. CJ may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for CJ to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't... Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to CJ to decide how he'd like to contribute. Okay, alright, I've got quite the decision before me here. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. Okay, you know what? So I'm sure he's interested in... He literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. CJ, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh! Okay, guys. So here's the case. Here's the situation. I said earlier that if I have the chance to go to Sayori, that's what I'm going to do. Obviously, given the chance between these three, I'm not choosing Natsuki. I might think about choosing Monica, that way I don't tear the groups apart, but that would, I think, be pretty hurtful to Yuri. In the end, if it was just these three, I would choose Yuri. I would choose Yuri, hands down. But because Sayori is a chance, it's an option, and it's got the ... I really feel like I want to choose her. If you have a suggestion, throw it in the chat. I mean, I want to choose Yuri because I don't want to throw water on this relationship. In fact, I'm going to save it right now just in case I want to come back and redo this decision. But honestly, I think Yuri or Sayori is my good friend that I grew up with, and I can't just abandon her when she's feeling down. So I'm right now leaning towards Sayori, even though I really want to press Yuri. So anybody who's watching, hey, we got 4 people watching. That's great. So anybody who's watching, feel free to throw down in the chat who you think I should be who you think I should choose. I'm going to give it a little bit of a pause here. I hope that the chat's not delayed. I hope that it happens soon. Let's see. I promise I'll choose something soon. I just want to give people the chance to contribute if they want to. Hey, we got 5 people watching? Wow. Alright, loading, buffering. Okay, Taylor says Yuri. Taylor, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I hear you, man. I hear you. But I'm really worried about Sayuri. She's had these like sad poems, or the words in the poems that she likes are really sad. She's been down. She's my friend. The only thing I really worry about is that if I choose her, everyone's going to think that I've got this romance with her. But I think it's the thing I have to do. I think I've got to be a good friend. I'm going to choose Sayuri. Sorry, Taylor. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayuri. Ah, I don't like the way I said that. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be that difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Oh, thank God! I get a second chance! Yes! Oh man, I was so worried about that reaction. Literally, my heart was sinking. I was like... Taylor says, oh no, I've missed some things. Haha, it's okay, go with your gut. Let me fill you in, Taylor. Oh man, I'm so glad I get to choose again. So I showed up this morning to do the, talk to everybody. And Sayuri was like super down. She was like not herself at all. And then she's like, I'm gonna go home early. I'm not feeling well. And she just like flew the coop, excuse me. And she's gone now. She like went home, and the whole mood has changed, and everyone's kind of worried about her. Well, I mean, like they're not saying that, but I think everyone is worried about her. Yuri's the only one that hasn't expressed worry about her. I think she's a bit distracted. And so, like I said earlier while you weren't here, like I have to go help Sayuri. I'm really worried about her, and it gave me the choice with the ... and I chose her, and everyone had a terrible reaction. Yuri was like, "What?" And so I'm so glad that I now get to choose again. I'm definitely choosing Yuri this time around. Here we go. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So, you'll be helping Yuri then, CJ? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I hope she doesn't feel like she's the second choice, and I hope that it doesn't have a negative impact on the game for me to say that. But, you know, I gotta look out for my friends. I care about friendships. They're very important. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Natsuki seems the most mentally stable. Her and Monica seem stable, so like, I don't feel bad, you know, giving them the cold shoulder. I mean, Monica has some existential problems from her poetry, but Natsuki doesn't seem depressed at all. She just seems mean. Sayuri and Yuri, on the other hand, they seem like they might have some underlying issues. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Ow, my neck. This head bobbing back side to side like girls do is killing me. I wonder if that crack was audible. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, CJ? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Wow, what a non-committal answer. It's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? ... Pout. Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. She didn't. No, that's not what I mean at all. Meant, Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why CJ picked me. You don't know.
And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had.
Okay, here we go.
They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. Kind of surprised though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that.
But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. Let's see, Taylor says, dang, choices are getting hard. I know. Choices are getting hard. Yeah. Because I feel like I gotta be faithful to my friends, but also to Yuri. So I gotta run that fine line of being a good friend and also being a... And it might come to the point to where I have to choose Yuri or Sayori, you know, like, and the other one just has a bad ending or whatever, has an unhappy ending.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised.
Natsuki is the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words, and me. Not just CJ, but also CJ. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up may be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand.
I'm beginning to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori.
Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Now, is she trying to act like Sayori just to help the group, or is she trying to act like Sayori because I said I want to spend the weekend with Sayori first, and now she's thinking if I act like Sayori, that's the way to attract CJ. I hope not. Be yourself, Yuri. I know people like don't know what that means. They're like, what do you mean, be myself? There's no instruction manual. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best.
Hey, Danny McKay joining in. Voice acting under par. I'm talking about Birdie. Heck, maybe Eagle. Thank you. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, Taylor saying, not just me, but me as well. Yeah, voice acting really subpar. Voice acting subpar. Taylor, Craig, to fill you in, Taylor is BLT Productions in the chat, and Daniel is Danny McKay, my two roommates from college. Still great friends.
But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. By the way, Daniel, I gotta fill you in on the history of this game. I'm not sure. Taylor's saying, ha ha ha, genius. You are a genius, Taylor. I'm glad you recognized your own genius. So, Daniel, there's 4 girls here. Sayori is the neighbor girl that I grew up with, right? Monica is the popular one. She leads the club. There's not really an option to romance her. But then there's also Yuri, the girl in front of me. She's the intellectual one. And Natsuki, she's the immature one. I have the option of romancing Natsuki, the immature one. Yuri, this purple one, she's the intellectual reader. Or Sayori, my neighbor that I grew up with. And I've chosen Sayori. And I've chosen Yuri, not Sayori, the girl I grew up with. And Sayori has kind of revealed that she's dealing with some like depression. And she never showed me because she's always happy around me. And that's why I never see it. Anyways. Sorry. Okay. Cupcakes, Danny says. Abby says hello. Hi, Abby. And then Daniel says, read me. Read me. Read me. Okay, I read you. Anyways, continuing on. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Whoa! Alright, she's coming over. Hey, my house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all.
I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping... Oh, wrong voice. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. Maybe she's embarrassed about her house. She's embarrassed about where she lives, maybe. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. All right. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean and my parents are not home. Who said that? I hope I managed to make myself useful. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Taylor coming in with the intelligent one, the lifelong friend, and this purple one. No, the intelligent one is the purple one. This purple one is the intelligent one. Natsuki, the what's the word? The Brita filter, if you know what I mean. She's the pink one. Sayori is also pink-ish though. Moniko's brunette. Anyways, Yuri, the purple one, she's the smart one. She's the deep feeling one. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, CJ. Oh, by the way, Abby, we started early tonight via popular demand. The people. I have to give the people what they want. Don't underestimate yourself, CJ. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! Okay, so I hope that rumors haven't been getting back to her because that's basically what I tell other people. I'm like, oh, I feel bad for her. That's why I hang out with her. I'm such a liar. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Really? Is it difficult? You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Alright, I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Seems like she's trying to find any other reason that I would want to work with her. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. She strikes this pose, the Allison Brie, the Annie, what's her last name? Annie. What's Annie's last name from Community? Somebody help me out here. Troy Barnes. Annie. Can't remember. She looks into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Oh, where's Sayori? I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. No! I don't actually think that. Okay, Annie Edison, thank you. Let's see. BLT Productions says, oh, the README might be the voice that would speak out the comments when I stream to Troy. Yes, sorry, Daniel. I don't have that high-tech equipment that Taylor has. I can't have your comments auto-read themselves. That's why I'm doing it old style, old school. Taylor says, Annie Edison, thank you. And Abby says, it's fine. I just woke up anyway, so I didn't see the notification until a few minutes ago. Well, welcome to the land of the living, Abby. Gorb. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why? Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? No! I don't care. The game is misunderstanding me. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Okay, maybe it's not. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. Keep telling yourself that. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Is it going to be at my house the next... It's already Sunday. I'm recently anxious about Yuri's upcoming... I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Ooh, we got cell phones in this universe. I didn't know. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Interesting development. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Okay, the music has stopped. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, CJ. I don't think I was the only one who was frightened there. It's good to see your face. That's the song. Danny says, intelligence. That's what you call them, huh? That's what I call him, alright? Jeez. Yes, I like her intelligence, okay? My favorite part about women. Alright. Hi, CJ. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Glad she's okay. Also, Danny, to fill you in, I'm doing an Irish accent for Sayori to help differentiate her and Monica, who have the least distinctive voices. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Say, if you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we had decided that last meeting. I remember. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I think the fact that I chose Sayori before choosing Yuri, it allowed me to come visit her. I really worry what would happen had I just straight up chose Yuri and not visited Sayori at all. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, CJ. Eh? Why can't I just be like it's always been? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. Hey, we got 6 people watching. Welcome, new viewer. This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally expressed my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today.
It was the world's decision? It was my decision, Sayori, alright?
It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't stop thinking about it.
Haha.
Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, CJ. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
Hehehe. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, CJ? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why did you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find the reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's what I want to make, and that's why I want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't say I didn't see this coming. Abby says, I just keep imagining Sayori as the leprechaun mascot for Lucky Charms. DR. DR? DR. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it because the leprechaun is Irish, which means you think the accent sounds Irish and not Scottish, so I appreciate it. But this game's definitely gotten a little real, a little bit more real. I think a lot of us saw this coming. I did, but it's kind of sad to see it in come to fruition. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Hey? Why is it that you've never told me about this? Ignore the DR. I'm on my Kindle. It's hard to type. Ignore the DR. Ignore the Dominican Republic. Ignore the Republic of Dominica. Now, if I ignore them, I have to give more thought to the other side of the island, which is Haiti. And I can understand why you'd say that, because Haiti is the more impoverished one. In fact, it's the most impoverished country in the Western Hemisphere. And Dominican Republic is very wealthy. So if I ignore the Dominican Republic, I would be doing a good thing for the world. I appreciate that, Abby. That's very kind of you to say. Screw the Dominican Republic. It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, CJ. You're welcome, DR. No. You shouldn't be saying you're welcome, DR. You should be saying you're welcome, Haiti, because that's who we're really helping here by screwing over the Dominican Republic. So you're welcome, Haiti, not you welcome, DR. Get on my level, Abby. Jeez.
Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things.
Yeah, nice thinking, Abby and CJ. Thanks, Taylor. Thanks.
I don't want to be cared about.
But don't you get it, Sayori? You're not worthless, and people do care about you because you have value and you have worth, and we like you, and we want you around. And you're a good thing in this world, and that's why I'm here and not waiting for Yuri, asking my parents to leave the house, alright?
It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Haha, that's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
Abby says, my Kindle is autocorrecting XD to DR, not me. XD. Now, I don't have time to muse on what XD means, so everyone else in the chat, if you could throw down what you think XD means, I'm no idea, no clue. XD, extreme delusion. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's all. That's what I'll do.
No, CJ. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face. Taylor coming in with Disney XD. That's what it is. Oh, she's plugging Disney XD. I get it. Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am.
Abby says, it's a laughing face. Yikes, Abby, this is not a laughing matter. Sayori has tears streaming down her face. And I don't know, I'm not laughing. I'm on the verge of tears myself over here.
And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. That's good. I feel like CJ's finally doing the right thing. Hug her close. Let her know that she's loved. Rawr, XD. Welcome back to the chat, my cousin Greg.
CJ.
Sayori? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
CJ.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. CJ.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. Maybe I'm not doing the right thing. I don't understand. I don't know if this is just her being complicated or if it's women in general. Probably a bit of both. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, CJ.
Well, you're a teenage girl, so I can attest that you're never gonna understand your feelings. Especially not as a teenage girl.
The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Oh. I feel like we might be losing Yuri by going down this route, and I'm really worried about that. It's what I want. You see, I feel like I might be going too far here. I might be giving her the wrong idea that I'm actually interested. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I don't understand. I promise. Now, I never break a promise. I never have, and I never will.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Yuri shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I already feel like I've already spent too much on the Sayori side, and I have little left to devote to Yuri. I'm already spending the whole festival with Sayori. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Whoa! New clothing today, Yuri. She's wearing a sweater. Oh, of course. She's not wearing her school uniform, that's why.
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true.
It's hard not to do the Irish accent for the female voice.
I didn't think of that for some reason.
It's just coming out so naturally now. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. My bedroom? Look at all those books. They're pretty, disarrayed. It's an old TV. Nothing on the walls. Pretty soulless, I think. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so... Man, I'm a clean individual.
That's very considerate of you to do.
Oh, no. I would really be embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would have been embarrassing, I think. I think that would have been a little embarrassing. I could not imagine if, when I was a high school boy, the girl I liked coming to help clean my room. That would have been like... I would have been petrified. That would be even more embarrassing. See? We're on the same wavelength. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap. No, they're behind her back. I can see they're behind her back, not in her lap. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, what's in there? What's in that drawer? I really want to know. I've got a couple guesses, but not gonna say. Should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Taking it that far, am I right?
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although Minnie will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? You make me feel relieved. Kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be anxious. We can relax a little.
Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Candle holder.
I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room.
Very sensual.
I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for a sensual...
Craig says, have to go. Bye, CJ. Hey, thanks for tuning in while you were here, Craig. It was fun having you. Have a good study event. Hope the library treats you well. Peace out. Anyways,
it's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole at the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body.
Hey, Taylor's back! Welcome back! I'm back, baby! Body, right. Can someone Google jasmine essential oil and throw down in the chat what that does?
You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Doki, 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 Doki.
We lose Craig and we get Taylor.
Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon.
What are those for?
Well, Taylor says, on it. Thank you, Taylor.
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh, yeah?
What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, CJ.
All right, Taylor coming in with the info. Taylor says, jasmine deals with stress, reduces anxiety, fights depression, increases alertness, helps fight low energy, chronic fatigue, reducing menopausal symptoms, and working as a natural remedy for PMS and cramps, helping with sleep. I think Yuri may have lied to us. I think she may be dealing with a different problem right now.
You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Ah, all right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The plate itself is gently tinted blue. This is no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. That's right, that's what I said yesterday. Different strokes for different folks, on different modes. If you promise you won't be so weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. Can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ha ha ha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, the knives, they suit her. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! CJ, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Knife doesn't cut through paper that easily. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Aw. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Holy cow! We'll just reread that. Make sure that I got that right. Without warning, Yuri puts her finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I'll say. How could I have done something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Tell her you liked it, man. Tell her you liked it. Be honest. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this from the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Oh my gosh. A lot of licking going on here for this date. I take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Wow. CJ? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Is anybody else watching this? Doki. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, CJ. Yuri giggles shyly. Hey? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Taylor coming in with, is Yuri a vampire? What the heck? Yeah, seriously, that was a little strange. Her immediate reaction was to take the finger, put it in her mouth, and start... I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. Yeah, your saliva really seemed to stanch the flow. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. So bold. Such a bold stroke. I'm reeling over here. We each resume our respective activities. I watched Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Well, does it involve finger licking? Yeah, let's do it. What did you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Well, how much is a little bit? Taylor says, haha! Wait. Taylor says, I'd like to lick your finger again. And he says, haha, I'll be back. Different strokes for different folks in different throats, I guess I should. Too far! Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drops, then bring it back into my room. Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Does she... nothing. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. I want to see what's under that sleeve, to be honest. There's nothing wrong, so... let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall, behind the podium, at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. I don't mind getting in her way. I don't mind her getting in my way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's just something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Said so. Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my hand to bump into hers. Kya! Alright, pretty innocent. Little hand bump. Bing! Kya! Sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands up in surprise. Are you hurt? Alright, I don't think she's hurt. No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get ahead of me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face! There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel down and back down in front of her. Oh, wow. Now we're talking. Here. I pat down Yuri's face with the neck and towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait! Huh? Just for a little longer. This girl, man. This girl. Feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks in my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Don't do that! Oh, come on, just kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la, might she fine? Something or other, bada-bada. Kiss the girl! Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Missed the opportunity! I hate missed opportunities like that. I even look back on my own life and reflect at missed opportunities. I can see them now, painted before me. I can see so many of them. I'm a fool. I'm a fool in real life and in the game. The moment is over as soon as it began. That's how it always goes. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. Seize her! Kiss her! I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in that morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? Totally fine. Wonderful. Seems like she doesn't want to take it home. I wonder what's going on in her home life. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we've got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. Kiss her when she leaves, man. Kiss her. Do I have to spell it out for you? Friends. Gosh. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't happen. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it has to happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring for tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Kiss her. Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Oh, nice, CJ. Okay. All right, you're not totally brainless. Still, you should kiss her on the cheek. Kiss on the cheek. That'll be nice. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forget you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, CJ. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. It's a start. Oh, a lot closer. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Ah! Sayori! Huh? Ah! Dang it, Sayori. Cock block of the century. Ah. All right, now this might be if I have to choose, I think I'm going for Yuri here. Hi, CJ. Sayori. Just now. We weren't. It's okay, CJ. I just stopped to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, forgot the Irish accent. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? I forgot the Irish accent again. What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. I think there's a tear in her eye. It's one in each. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. I wasn't wrong. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, CJ? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, CJ. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? What is Monica saying? What kind of advice is Monica giving? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden on your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, CJ. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. So out it comes at last. We've got another viewer, it looks like, watching. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but there's quite a lot to fill you in upon, so I'd recommend just rewatching the earlier parts if you haven't seen this before. But if you're just willing to jump right on in, this girl's dealing with depression, so know that. And I don't feel the same about her as she feels about me. So anyways, Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. CJ, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... It's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? I think you do. You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh! Big decision here. Looks like the chat's not very active, so I'm not going to put this up for a debate. I already know what I'm going to do. There's only one choice. You cannot lie to her.
Trust me, I've kind of made this mistake before in my past, not with such high stakes, but I have done this before, and you cannot lie. You have to tell the truth. And the game is putting it very clear before me. I was a little upset earlier. I didn't feel like the game was allowing me to direct my relationship with Saori as much as I want to, but now it's giving me a very clear picture of one path versus the other. And I had to say, I've already made my decision. Telling her I love her would be a lie. Now, I can change the course of the game and start to romance Saori now. However, that would kind of go against everything that I've already built up with Yuri. So I think I have to stick to what I've been doing. And I have to tell her the truth. You'll always be my dearest friend. Even though I fear the repercussions. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Taylor coming in, yo, what have I missed? Holy cow, man, you missed some big stuff. Let me fill you in. Saori basically, well, me and Yuri had that date, as you know. We were licking each other's fingers. You were there for that. And then we bumped hands, and I splashed paint on her face, and so I was rubbing it off, and we leaned in close, and I tried to pull away, and she's like, no, don't. But we didn't end up kissing. And then we almost kissed before we left. Hey, Danny's saying such suspense. Have you been watching this whole time, Daniel? Anyways, as I was saying goodbye to Yuri, it was like getting to a point where like we're almost going to kiss again, and then Saori comes up. Yuri gets embarrassed, she leaves, and Saori basically says like, I like you more than you like me, and I realize it now, and I like you so much that I want to die. And then it put the decision before me where I can say, Saori, I love you, or Saori, you always be my dearest friend. And I chose dearest friend. That's what's just happened. Saori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Yep, she is not going to like that.
Ha ha ha. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest?
Oh! No, this is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest. Oh! The truth hurts. Sometimes.
I should write a poem about this.
That's a great idea, Saori. Express your feelings through poetry, not through other actions that could be more detrimental.
Saori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, CJ.
Taylor says, Saori, no! I know. I feel your pain, homie. I got the same story.
You really do know me better than anyone, CJ. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Saori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Saori looks over her shoulder, flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Yikes! Honestly, I have dealt with a girl like this before. Saori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Saori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Saori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Alright, fellas. It's the day of the festival. How long have we been going here? An hour and 45. Yeah, I think this is the longest we've streamed yet. Oh no, I've had the stream on the wrong side of the... I should have put this over here the whole time. Such an idiot. Sorry, guys. Anyways, that is enough for today, I think. Yeah, there was a lot going on today. Danny says, cock block of the century. Yeah, in a way, yeah. But were you here for that finger licking, Daniel? When Yuri and I were licking each other's fingers? That was pretty... Were you there for that scene? Because, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in for day 3 of this stream. We're playing quite a lot every day. I only intended to do an hour each day, but by the time 1 hour goes by, I'm like, I feel like I just started and I want to keep going. And so I do keep going, and I end up going too long. Danny says, what? I'm guessing you weren't here for the finger for when... So basically what happened is I accidentally cut my finger with a knife, and Yuri like grabbed my finger and put it in her mouth and started twirling her tongue around my finger. And then she was all embarrassed. And to make her feel better, I took her finger and I licked it too. Sounds weird, but you know. Yeah, Taylor was there. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game so much. It really is fun. Not much of a game, more of like a visual novel. With the lengths that we've been playing every day, tomorrow might be the last day. Honestly, we've been playing so much. So tomorrow might be the last day, so tune in tomorrow and we'll find out. I thought the story was going to like really pick up, and it did pick up in some ways. Like, I don't know, story-wise it did pick up, but we'll see. Okay then, yeesh. Chinese it is. And on that note, I am going to end it today. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a nice day, and I will see you tomorrow. Yo-Yo Ma's cousin, Little Nepetiz. Anyway,